Hello and welcome back to Against the Storm. In our last episode, we started a new Blightstorm cycle and played this town here called Xylus in the Scarlet Orchard, but we have had an update. As of this recording, the update came out a few hours ago, and it has introduced a new Rainpunk mechanic, Rainpunk Foundries, where we can gather rainwater, stormwater from these nodes that are found in the glades, and then use that to power/overpower various types of buildings, machines, whatever you want to call them. And as part of that, they have also revamped the Blightrot system, so now Blightrot is only caused by that particular mechanic. So if you want to avoid Blightrot, don't use that mechanic. But most or all of the recipes have been extended, made longer per process. So to compensate, so that it encourages you to use some of the new technology. So we're probably going to. I was looking at where we should start or we should go, and because one of the mechanics for the total score here is getting as far away from the smoldering city as possible, I think we should come down here, either to the Marshlands or the Royal Woodlands. Probably the Marshlands, but I think we should come down here regardless. Plus, this messes with the blue team completely, which we only partially messed with the last time, but they're still in the lead even after that. So messing with, what are they called again? There's one of those, Vanguard of the Stolen Keys. Messing with them is probably the best thing to do at this point because of that. So I think coming down here to one of these tiles makes the most sense, both regards. So I think we'll probably do that one, that Marshlands. But before we do, we need to go into the Smoldering City and the upgrades tree and pick out some upgrades. We first should look at this, which is the first upgrade, new upgrade made available. Rainpunk engines. So you have to get to Obsidian Archive level 6 in order to be able to even use the Rainpunk engine feature anyway. And then also it unlocks pipes, or rather it unlocks pipes, but also you can take 10 pipes with you as a starting as an embarkation good with the starting resources there. Beyond that, there are a few other key updates that I want to do in Dim Square, way up here at level 7, which we haven't gotten to yet. Wait. Oh, the packs of provisions. Yes, that's good. And also, there is a level 17 now, which some of these probably got bumped up to level 17 by pushing things along before them. Brass Forge level 2 is now a starting resource of planks, which every settlement starts with 5 planks. That's really good. That means you don't have to take planks anymore, necessarily at least, at the start of a new expedition. And then also, let's see, this one is Pioneer's Gate. Pioneer's Gate did not get a new one. Obsidian Archive we already talked about. Monastery of the Vigilant Flame at level 5, so that's this one here, is now starting resource of fabric. And First Dawn Company is level 1 and level 3. Level 3 is bricks as a starting resource. Level 1 is an embarkation bonus for newcomers. So this is now, instead of that additional 2 people becoming random, it must be permanent with this now. No, that's a bonus to choose from. You can take additional people when starting a settlement as a choice. I'm sorry about that, I misread. And then finally, Vanguard Spire, way up here at level 9, which we're not anywhere close to, is embarkation bonuses for wine and cosmetics options as well. I think that's everything in this new here. So we could look around and see what we might want to do. And by the way, a lot of those then caused other things to shift up. So I think we might have unlocked the training expedition last time or something, but maybe we didn't, because I didn't bother because we weren't going to use it anyway. But if they inserted them in, a lot of times they just shifted everything else up by 1 tier. So in some cases where there's like a space, maybe they just filled in the space or something too. I can't exactly remember, and they didn't explicitly state. So yeah. But they may have shifted, or they may have just wedged them in, kind of thing. So we can take a look around here. Let's see. We have embarkation bonuses 20% more resources. We could take that one. We could take over here the training expedition. We could take newcomer arriving in your settlement, bring more resources with them. And we could take a 60 and a 72, or we could take 2 60s, or we could take 1 72 and higher. Well, I guess then we could take a 60, whatever. Resources sacrifice will burn 10% longer. Here is embarkation bonus of parts. Here is all traders will have +1 cornerstones or blueprints for sale. And then we also have this one, which is an embarkation point. I'm really tempted to take the embarkation point, but I think I should take maybe the goods and the extra merchandise. Those kind of seem like a good combination for me. So let's try that. Let's do this one and this one. And then let's go all the way back out again. And let's start an embarkation onto the Marshlands, I think. We'll do that. So maybe taking that one just unlocks the possibility of it then. Don't know. The most number of people is going to be this one. 5 humans, 2 lizards, and 2 randos. There's a lot more resources here now that we can bring planks, fabric, and bricks with us. And notice that it's 6. That's because we have an additional 20% bonus to these, as we just found out, or just took. So there's a lot more stuff here. It's a little harder to kind of count and compare, but 3 raw foods, 3 raw foods, 3 raw foods, 24 parts, these things, those things, these things. This is pipes, by the way, so you start with 12 pipes. Those and these. Here's an additional 24 grain, or 12 copper bars, or 24 barrels. 12 wood, of course, 24 coal, of course, 12 tools down here, though. So you really that's kind of paying for that additional person, which wouldn't be that bad then, I guess, but I think we'll still stick with this one. Yeah, I think we can stick with this one. With 12 copper bars, we could make tools fairly easily, so I think we'll stick with this group. Now, over here, we have 6 embarkation points, so we can take... Oh, this is what it unlocked. I confused myself again. 3 more people for 2 embarkation points. That might not be bad. We don't need them here, but that might not be bad. Why is it 3 points for fuel? Well, that's better. It was 4, I think, the last time. So maybe we'll take the oil. I'll at least select it for right now. Maybe more. No, we need any more wood. Let's see. We could take the reeds to be able to make more fabric. We could take the clay or the stone to be able to make more brick. In this biome, we're going to see stone, but not clay. Or we could take food, of course. I would probably say I would take one or the other of these. And given where we're at, we're going to get leather from the trees, but that'll take a while for it to accumulate. Oh, you may or may not see stone right away either, though. But I think the better thing to do would be to take these reeds. And then take some food, and I think it'll be 36 meat for 1 point. Sounds good to me. Let's go ahead and embark. So we're just going to try and get to unlocking some of that Rainpunk technology and get started on it and see what it leads to. Sorry, I needed to take a drink there. We, of course, have the Monastery of the Holy Flame, which means we cannot forbid and we cannot favor. Cannot forbid consumption. Although it says food consumption, not services consumption. But it's gone, so I guess we can't... Oh, wait, no, that's it there. That's it there. We also have, of course, the 2 biome effects that we already know and we're well familiar with by now. Aurora in the drizzle. With services, villagers are motivated and have a +1 to resolve. We, of course, have Looming Darkness. Dang it. At Hostility 2, we have Greater Threat. Every dangerous and forbidden glade discovered grants -2 global resolve. Rotting Wood. Woodcutters cut down trees 50% faster, but have a 100% chance of destroying their yield in the storm from Hostility 2 onward. Hostility 2 also gives a hailstorm, which means we need to have housing. And at Hostility 3, we have Acid Rain, which means that recipes producing building materials yield 50% fewer goods. So if I remember and want to micromanage it, at Hostility 3, I need to turn off any recipes for building materials. All right, so we also have a little bit of a tutorial here on Rainpunk. Since it's the new feature, they've added it to the help here in the Atlas, Encyclopedia, whatever it's called now. Gives you a bit of a tutorial on how the Rainpunk technology works. I think we'll just explore this as we go. I have the sort of memories from when I went through the patch notes, and I had the patch notes pulled up because I always do for the patch on a new update, simply because it's too much to remember sometimes. So I like to have it there to reference. And then also beyond that, we have I also did the video going through the patch notes and providing some commentary. So if you haven't watched that, take a look at that perhaps after this or something. And otherwise, we will go ahead and get started on the town. We were set up in an opposite or opposing setup here. We have a bunch of mushrooms here that'll need the small herbalist camp, which of course we have. Some eggs, which are the small trappers camp, which of course we have. And that's it for the starter glade. So let's go ahead and continue with the my new favorite, the woodcutter strategy. And let's do this, or my at least, if not favorite, at least commonly used woodcutter strategy. Let's see, and then we can come down here and go across that. We'll do our tic-tac-toe pattern, of course. Get these things going. We don't have any beavers. We don't know if it's going to be beavers or harpies, but we will have to see. So I think we'll just do like some humans, some lizards. The people we got, by the way, were both lizards. So, yeah. And let's see, I want to also mark some trees. That would be good. Just use control, and let's just pick out a bunch of this over here and a bunch of this down here. And we'll let them work on a big square like that. You all can move over here or possibly down here. Actually, yeah, let's do down here, because I'd like to open up and put housing back here. And then this, 2 lizards and a human. I guess I could have just done 3 of each or something. Let's go there, I think. Chop, chop. Alright, so let's look at our first building choice. Ranch, probably not wise in this case, but it does give you hints as to what you can use, which stormwater you can use. The ranch uses drizzle water, and that will boost the production of this building, depending on how we control it. We'll look at those controls after we get started. The Trappers Camp and the Herbalist Camp, both of the large ones. Given where we're at with meat and eggs here versus just mushrooms, I think the Trappers Camp would be a better choice. And then we also have the manufactory here, which uses stormwater. By the way, the drizzle water is for food production buildings, which the ranch is one of, although it does produce other things. And also, I think, for gathering buildings sometimes, too. Maybe. Or just food production buildings. And then the clearance water is the yellow, will be yellow in color, and it is for kind of your intermediary materials buildings, I believe. And then the storm water is kind of like for your industrial type buildings. So that's why this one is stormwater, because the manufactory is more of an industrial type building. That wouldn't be a bad choice, but I think Trapper's Camp is the best choice in this first set, but we'll see, because it'll depend on what our cornerstone and our first orders are. Or could depend. Let's go up to speed 2. Or 1.5, I guess. Level 2. Build, build, build. And then we can have them build also the crude workstation and the makeshift post. Also here now we have the geyser pump, which is the new building that you place on top of one of the stormwater geysers to collect the water. So we'll do that eventually as well. Our first cornerstone choice is, let's see, burning cysts renews an additional 50 corruption. We're going to probably burn all the cysts because now they don't provide any bonus. So that's good. Jerky for pie produced. We could do that. That's a decent possibility. Bonus to grain production probably wouldn't be great in this biome because we're not going to see that many fields. And then stormwalker training. Trade routes are faster. I'm going to wait. See what the orders look like first. Nothing affects me right now anyways, so we can wait. And down here we have the new blight rot. Hold shift to click about it. Oh, that's cool. Okay, that's nice to have. And I think it will, and the blight post is here. It's interesting that the geyser pump is here. I guess it makes sense. We have to have the blight post built before we can use this button, but this tells you what the overall corruption level is without having to, go into the hearth and see it, which is nice. Let's see, first orders. 3 packs. Bonus to fabric production, bonus to grain production, 4 parts. Or 1 tablet gets us meat, bugs, and wildfire essence. I think probably this one. Let's see, any 2 glade events. Oh geez, there's quick packaging that comes back. Could consider that. Plus some packs of building materials gets us jerky parts and 4 villagers, or copper ore gives us copper production plus coal plus tools. I want to look at this. I want to see what I have for packs of building material production. So let's take a look at that. We should have enough mushrooms because we only need to make, was 2, right? Or it was 4, I mean. 4, 4, and 4. We only need to make two crafts of each. So we have plenty of mushrooms or vegetables here. Here we could use the meat or the berries. And here we could use the fabric and the bricks, or we could crank out some quick planks, which is probably what I would do. But either way, we need 2 crafts of each. 1 craft of provisions, 2 crafts of the other 2. So I think we could pull that order off. I think that's reasonable. Unless I want to do this one, but I think this one would be more valuable. Although that one would be 2. Especially because we can actually mine copper here. But I like the adventure of the timed orders, so let's try that. And then here, have the trading post in 10 amber, get some biscuits, some parts, and some tools, or open 3 glades and rebuild or salvage 1 ruin, get a bonus to stone and clay, plus some tools. I think I'll do this one. So with the cornerstone, this is a little bit tough. I could re-roll, but I think I'll go with Hilda's Secret Cookbook here. And then finally we can choose our buildings now. Trapper, and then Kiln, Scribe, Stamping Mill, or Butcher. The Stamping Mill would be good because we have flour here, as well as pottery and some copper bars in the crappy recipe. It uses clearance water. The Scribe also uses clearance water. The Kiln uses storm water, and the Butcher uses drizzle water. The Butcher would also be good, but I would rather push toward pie because we get the free jerky for the pie with Hilda's Secret Cookbook. So I think I would rather push toward pie, which means we need a flour recipe. 2-star flour is not a bad one to have, so we could do that. I wish we had some sort of building materials offered here, but did they change this? Did this always used to be pottery? I don't remember them changing this one. I don't remember. Choices. I mean, the kiln's always a good choice for the coal. But if we start mining coal, we won't need it. And I guess we do have technically have a building material here. And while this would be really good, it would be really good. I think we'll do the stamping mill anyway. Artisan, granary, manufactory, or small farm. I think I'm going to pass on the small farm. Even though I would need it I could use it for flour, but I don't know when I'm going to see some fields. We can also make mushrooms into flour, I think. I'm thinking the granary here. The manufactory coming back could be useful. But I think the granary. But I think I'll still make those first few packs of crops from from this because we need to get them done quickly. So let's turn this on with planks only. You can now make pipes here in the crude workstation, as well as 2 other buildings that I can't remember the names of right now. But I do want to put in, before I forget about it later, let's just set that there, clone it, but we're still disabling it, and I will still turn it down when the case calls for it. But let's make 20 planks just so we have enough here to get started. And we will assign 2 people to work that job for right now. And 1 to do this job for right now. Let's give you mushrooms. No, let's give you vegetables. And then let's do meat, I guess. And then, yes, definitely planks. Let's already grab the planks. Do it. All right. What are those? Oh, the levels of water you have held and in reserve. Interesting. I think I'll have to put some of these houses off-side here a little bit. 1, 2, 3, maybe a road right there. And then start the houses. Thinking a 3x3 building could go in there. Standing around, get back to work. So we could start building things. No, I don't want to build things yet because I want to save up all those planks. We could start building some things. We can build the trapper's camp because that just takes logs, as well as the herbalist. Yeah, which I'll put out here for right now, I guess. Which just takes logs as well, and parts, but logs. I forgot to limit this to 4, 4, and 4. That would have been not as good. But you're just now getting started, so that's fine. I do want to assign a second person to that, but I need to get these planks made first anyway, because we're going to need a total of 20 of them. And we have 6 plus 4 currently. Okay, let's do shelters. There and there. And you, I will wait on for just a little bit. Just a little bit. $12, $14, $16, $18. Forced delivery. After you deliver, or after you take your coffee break, this will be fine. If I counted right, it'll be fine. You'll deliver. Let's turn off the planks. No, leave it on. You can stay there and you can deal with the planks. But we can turn it down now to 10. Hopefully that's everything you need. If I counted everything properly, I may not have. I may be short by 2. But you're going to make 2 more, so that's fine. We'll get there because we still have other things to make anyway. Yep. Was it 4, 4? 4, 4, and 4. Yep, come on. Go fast. Go fast. I forced a delivery on this. Okay. Okay, come on. You can do it. One more pack of building materials. We can. Oh, we're not gonna make it. Dang, so close yet so far. No. Building materials. Not gonna make it. Bummer. I probably... Yeah. I think it's just because I screwed up the timing on the planks. Alright, let's turn bricks on here. Stone, I think, probably, preferably. We need to get more houses built now, though. Let me pull one of these out. And actually, the other one can also be pulled out of there because I think we have enough for this anyway, or we will. Let's get a couple more houses built before the storm comes in. We need a couple more there. 11, 3, 6, 9, 12. That's good. Can put somebody in here for a little while. Somebody in there. Go ahead. Into the storm. We cannot favor, so hopefully we're okay. Or we will be. Nope, we're not going to be. Favoring is disabled. So we'd have to burn through wood or coal. Or, yeah, wood or coal, so... Luckily it's the lizards, and we should hopefully get them housed here in a tick or two, and we'll be good to go there. Or I could probably do this. There we go. That'll help. Alright. Come over here, maybe, and work. And then let's also put up Lazy Park. Start picking some mushrooms. Go up there. I think I'll probably pop this small glade first. In fact, they can go ahead and do it. There we go. Now I can put woodcutters back in. Although that consumed everybody, which is actually fine because I don't need any more builders for anything right now. Right now, let's get this placed here. Let's also get this placed here. You're done. Return this stuff. Let's go ahead and turn this in. Shouldn't have been greedy, but I was. Baptism of Fire. Every 3 burned blight resist lowers hostility by 10. Extraction tools, 6 artifacts for every 2 danger glades. For every 10 completed trade routes, all houses will have room for 1 more person. Or protected trade. Hostility is reduced by 15 points every time you sell goods worth 25 amber. Well, since I'm planning on burning the Blightrot Cyst, I think it makes sense from a mechanics point to do the Baptism of Fire. This one's really good, though, too, but I think we'll do this one. And we need to get that set up pretty soon, actually, probably. The Blight post. Building choice. Kiln, leatherworker, weaver, or scribe. I guess we'll go with the kiln, since it's come back to us. Kiln can go here. We do need to set up the stamping mill too. But I'm going to wait for a little bit, because we can't use it right away anyway. There we go. We got some meat, some... Ooh, got some swamp wheat, nice. Drizzle water geyser, ooh, nice. Coal and small abandoned cache. So this, we just put the building on top of it, and it produces drizzle water. Hey, there it is. Yay. Okay, so we'll cut this open. We can move these guys down to start... Oh, I forgot about the group, and that's important. 3 or 3, it's beavers this time. Let's go with this one. And let's swap in a beaver for one of these workers so that the beaver can do the work with the workers. Yep. And how about another house? Gonna need one. There we go. Let's see, path can come this way. Around this. There. I do want to take out a few of these trees here. Probably a bunch of these. But definitely some of those. Not that one. and then we can put up one of these thingies. I need to put a human in here. I do not want any packs of crops right now. Pickled goods, we don't have any vessels right now, so I'm going to wait on that. And fabric, let's go ahead and turn that into fabric, since that's what we bought it for. Go to town. Lizard, come and work in here. Just coal, well, actually you could make bricks too, but we don't have any stuff to make bricks, so not right now. But making me some coal would be kind of good. Let's turn off the brick making here. Not that we have anything to make bricks with, but that's fine too. And then over here, sacrifice 20 oil and 20 coal, get a bonus to resin. That would only be useful if we had that farm. Old manuscript, burning fuel burns longer in hearths and 20 bars, or use any 120 units of any rainwater in rain engines and get 3 people, 4 parts, and 30 skewers. I think we'll do this one, if no other reason, just to stay on the plan here with whatchamacallit. I'm not going to try this one, I don't think. 5 oil per minute would be kind of nice, but sacrificing all those goods is veritably impossible right now because we don't even have them. Burn at least 12 blight rot cysts. That seems reasonable to do. Or we could do wine and pottery to get pottery and wine. I mean, parts would be good, or tools would be good. Let's do this one. Stay on theme. And let's go ahead and have them build, perhaps, the blight post. We need more stuff. We need more stuff. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Go right in there. Actually, like that would be even better. Let's see. We should put somebody in here. I should really be a beaver, but we only have the one. Put a human in there then. At least to get some of it going. Ooh, we need to move you guys around. Come on over here then. Once you finish chopping that last tree there. Oh, there is another coal there. Nice. I love it when a plan comes together. I was hoping there would be, but I could not tell. And then we'll need to have the small forager for this, so let's go ahead and get one of those built. In your free time. Chop, chop. A little bit of leather coming in, so we'll be able to make some more fabric with that eventually. We really need to find some stone. We'll get some stone from the coal, though. From the coal mine. But again, we don't really have the people to work it. People, the woe of my existence. Let's see, this will be a human task. We can put this down here, and we can wait till we have... Not that I don't have a free human, but... I need them to build a mine anyways. So, let's do that. And we can also set up a geyser pump here. Hopefully the geyser pumps are 2x2. Yes, they are. Let's do that as well. That's going to need pipes, which we have some. And this needs bricks, which we need more. Which we don't have the materials to make more. Maybe it's time for the trading post. Woodcutter needs to move. I will move you. 2, 3, 2. I would rather put it out here by one more space, though. So let's do that. I will move you over there to take care of that, then. And when you're bored, you can put up some roads. I like roads. And you're bored because you've made all the coal and you can't make any bricks. Yeah. Come on over here. Share the load with that one. Put these back in the mix. think we'll need them. New music, too, by the way. There's new music in the game. We're listening to one of those tracks right now, if I'm not mistaken. Trading post out here. At least I think so. There, yep. Can you have more than a trading post? Seems insane, but I guess... I assume that it wouldn't put any more people on the map. Or any more traders any faster, but I've never actually thought about it. We so need bricks. Oh boy. Luckily I can sell these extra packs too. Go ahead, let's see how bad it is. Ding! It's bad. We gotta get out of hostility 2 anyway. So let's do that. So this will require a worker. Beavers get engineering bonus here. It produces 2 drizzle water every something, I'm guessing. And then there's a 50 unit tank that it'll store inside it. The drizzle water is transmitted to different buildings automatically. We'll call it by the pipes that you connect it with here, but just pretend there's a pipe network that's imaginary under the ground. You can spend 5 pipes to connect a building to the rain engine, to build the rain engine to connect to the rain engine network here. And then we have 3 settings on engine 1. Efficiency, which gives us a 40% production speed bonus. Reliability, and that gives us a 20% production yield bonus. And then another efficiency, which is... Those the same? Maybe you get all 3 of them. I bet you get all 3, but it's cumulative. Another 40% production speed bonus. You just turn this up by clicking to the node you want it to go to, I guess. Use left mouse button. Oh, right, left and right to control the knob. Okay, left to go up, right to go down. And then we have here... Low strain. Work is much easier with rain engines on. Workers gain +5 to resolve. And then again another 5. So you can turn these on as much or as little as you want. And presumably, what does the stop button do? Nothing. This is also the water level inside the rain engine. Once it reaches 0, it will automatically be refilled from the main tank. And then there's a blight rot rate. Depending on what setting each of these are on, that's how much blight rot you're generating there. And then how much infused rainwater is stored globally for this type of rainwater. So as soon as we get this going, once we have more people, we can probably get working on that. Let's put 1 person in here. Also, we need to get the stamping mill staged out. Also a 2x2. I think we could put it in right there. Not that we have, once again, the bricks for it, but get everything else going at least and go from there. It's kind of rough. No bricks, no stone. I have to open up another glade. Probably should go for a danger glade. Probably. If that's the case, then I should probably move you back down here so that you are doing that down here. I turned off that tree. Whatever. So Hilda's here.
Hi.
Hi. Alright, so reputation. Bonus to grain production. Biscuits can now be produced in the kiln and the rain mill at 2 stars. That wouldn't be bad since we have... Wait a minute. We have the stamping mill, but we do have the kiln, so we could make biscuits there. Pie would be better. Yeah, no. Woodcutters move faster. Or bonus to coat production. What I wanted to buy from her was bricks or stone or something along that line. How much can I afford with these? $5. Now, is there anything else I'm willing to sell at this point? I don't think so. We could sell potentially one of these wildfire essences. They're worth 5. That would be really useful. Actually, let's do that. Let's sell 1. We only need 1 per hearth, and we probably will get more somewhere along the line. So let's just buy a bunch of bricks. I'd like to do that, so maybe I can sell you 1 piece of wood to balance the trade. 10 bricks. Wait a minute. It's not what I picked. I mean, obviously it was, but weird. Alright, we'll go with 13 bricks. Obviously I did click it, but I didn't mean to. Plus those things. That should be good. Or 4 of those things. Trade. At least that gives us the ability to make some of these buildings. Let's put some people back in. Traders have 1 more cornerstone for sale. Woodcutters' hostilities reduced. That's a double-edged sword, in fact. On one hand, it reduces the hostility from woodcutters so they can keep working. On the other hand, you don't get to subtract as much by pulling woodcutters out. I mean, obviously because it wasn't there to begin with then, but that's a potential. But we're going to have the hostility reduction from burning cysts anyway. And I think reeds and clay actually sounds kind of good for discovering a glade. So let's just do that one. And let's put a couple people in here until our group comes. I killed my my workers, my builders, but now that we have the materials anyways. And we're getting people almost. We're getting people in almost. Ooh, sound effect. Gurgle, gurgle. There's people. 2 beavers either way. This one has an extra person, so that's the better bet. Plus 4 tools is not a bad idea. Let's go for it. So 2 beavers. I'm going to put 1 in here, and I'm going to put the other one in here. Get started with the gurgle. We don't need, unfortunately, we don't actually need it for this anymore. Which is kind of sad because I think I spent most of my last pipes. Not that we can't make more pipes, but we're limited on our supply of copper right now. So we need to open up one of these to try and get some stone. Nice. Escaped convicts. Medium abandoned cache. Another drizzle geyser. That's a bummer. More swamp wheat, and it's the large kind, so we can't harvest it anyway. And stone deposit. Alright, well, unless this produces more. This one says 2. That one, I guess, is just 1. -8 to global resolve while working this event. We can get 5 people, 40 berries, 25 pigment, and 40 coal. Or we can get some amber and 3/4 of a point. Since I've been growing out people, I should probably take this one. If we don't solve it, they will destroy 3 random caches, prioritizing the ones in already discovered glades. That makes sense. Which actually isn't that bad of a thing, but we're still going to work this anyway. -8 to global resolve. Oofy. Can I get out of hostility 3? Move you folks over here. Pull out one of those, and that puts the lizards at 0, which we will try to live with for now. For now. Let's do this. Just to get into there. It's too bad. It's the same type. At least put somebody to work in here. It's not the person I want, it's the person I have. Woodcutter needs to move. Yeah, you're down here. I think we're okay to move you to have you join in this fun. And we'll remark these. That's remark, not remark. There. Nice big square. And 1 more house. Also needs to get on the agenda for today. There we go. Let's build the, after that, let's build the Stonecutters camp somewhere over here. We'll have to staff up the light post. This now tells us, actually it doesn't, oh, it tells us 0 corruption, but That's because we don't have any cysts yet. So I guess it will tell us what the corruption rate is once we have cysts. We don't have any cysts, so we're fine. For right now. For now. We are getting clay, so we can actually make pottery here. Change that one too. Don't have any of that coming in yet. Don't have any copper coming in yet, but I'll still set it to coal. We do have a little bit of grain, and then we have mushrooms for after that. So you can use those, and I'll put a beaver in here eventually. Right now we can sit idle. Lizards are not going to be happy for very much longer. I may just need to pull a couple more woodcutters. I have to pull 3 woodcutters to get them out of that. No, I have to pull 4 woodcutters to get them out of that. That's not good. Let's get this done. 1 minute left, and I'll put all the woodcutters right back in. At least you all can go around and do some building and things. That'd be quite useful. Orders. Tablets and 3 glades. 20 pottery every time you discover. 2 wildfire essence. 12 simple tools. 5 glades. Plus 3 to pickled goods. 30 amber. 30 crystallized dew. Or 5 glades in 1030. 5 plus 5 to copper bar production. That's a purple. Nice. There's a plus 3 to global resolve there and 25 amber. Things that make you go, Can I do this in 1030? I don't think I can. Otherwise, I should definitely take this one. Well, or should I? 30 crystallized dew versus 12 tools. That's going to take tablets too. I think I'll do trailblazing, but I think, assuming that I can keep it with the game paused, assuming without it, and through a save and a reload for the next episode, let me know what you think. Do you think I could pull off that 1030? I really don't think I can, but if you have a suggestion on how I could do it, by all means, I guess, let me know and I will try it if it's reasonable. If it's reasonable, I have 2 there. I could get into this one also. That's 3, but the rest are a bit more tough. That one wouldn't be too bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It would be pretty tough to get to. We could potentially pull it off, but it would be very tough. Let me know your thoughts on which cornerstone or which order I should choose, and then we'll have another one to choose after that. But we're going to leave this here for today. This was a pretty good start, I hope, on a new town, and we can look further for more things. Look further at more things to do with the new mechanics in the next episode. So thank you all for joining me, and I will see you then. Bye for now.